Chris almost did this. The YouTube or streaming wars, I'm presenting it. Chris was just like, you know what? I'm about to Kanye this. He's about to storm on stage.
I mean, that would have been bad. The craziest thing we've actually done, though, when we went to the Spider-Man Movie Awards, they had us influencers behind a barricade. I'm not here for this. This is the biggest movie of the decade.
And then everybody looks at Chris, and Chris walks in like he belongs there. All the influencers are like, he did it.
Because I was literally this close to Tom Holland. It was just supposed to be his family. And I'm some black guy next to Tom Holland and his family. I'm like, Tom. And he's like, yo, what's up, bro? And then like,
yo, we're 100 episodes.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
He's like, are we on?
100 episodes. And also on top of that, I got two really good buddies of mine here. Thank you for doing this, by the way.
Bro, of course.
This is huge. They're the biggest influencers in Greensboro. I don't know if you guys know that. But we got Howieazy, Howieazy on all platforms. And we got 26 Chris, a.k.a. I just call him Chris, but 26 Chris spelled out like a word, right?
By word.
Yeah, I don't want to spell it out. I'm dyslexic. But thank y'all for doing this, dude.
Of course.
Y'all went out last night?
We went out.
I could tell you went out.
Yeah, still got on the party hat. It's still
Splash Blast. What's that?
I got it actually at VidCon.
Oh shit! How was VidCon? I saw that you did that thing.
Yeah, VidCon. It's a good time all the time. I tried to get Chris to come too, but
why didn't you go?
Family reunion in Charlotte. Yeah. What's up, fam? I haven't seen him in like 6 years. I was like, you know what?
Damn. Wait, so do your family live in Charlotte?
Like two of them do. Everybody else is spread off across the country.
That's a good spot to do it, though. Charlotte. Dude, all right, so if you guys didn't know, you guys already know Chris. Chris has been on the podcast. We talked about his whole history. How he started before Chris. You started
He's the one who got me into it. This is the guy.
Because you started during the TikTok era.
Yeah.
And then you started during the Vine era. What year was that?
2016, I believe, yeah.
Damn, son. 2016. And at that time, Vine was blowing up. How did you even get started? Like, what made you want to start? Because I knew you were at Wilmington, right?
Yeah, it was basically, essentially, Vine. So Vine got connected with Twitter because Twitter basically bought out Vine. So I saw everybody posting content on Vine. It was a big thing. It was viral. I saw it everywhere. And because I had Twitter followers that followed me automatically on Vine, I had like free followers, and I was like, it's kind of cool it would be kind of cool to make a video. I was shy though, and everything. I was like, this is gonna be really weird. So
how much were you posting back then?
Back then I kind of just instantly got addicted after I got comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I posted every day for a year straight.
Yeah, and now you guys are, how much are you guys posting? You post a lot. I know you do. How much do you post?
I post pretty much. I slowed down a little bit because I've just kind of been breaking from social media.
Yeah.
After traveling to VidCon and everything, I'm kind of just doing like I'm prepping to go to.
He's a celebrity now. Like,
dude, if you guys didn't know, Howie has like across all platforms, like 5 mil? I don't even know.
More.
You have on YouTube, you have 1 point.
YouTube, I have 4 million.
Oh, 4 million! Jesus Christ! I thought you were at like 1.8 or 1.9. 4 million.
No, it's almost at 4. Yeah, 4.
I remember last time when you got the 1 mil plaque. That's nuts, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
and then you just hit
a million.
Yeah, you
last
just hit
month or month before. Yeah,
that's fucking congrats, dude. Let me do the little.
You got
clap.
the plaque and everything. You held it up,
dude. That's nuts. I saw that picture and the post and everything. But so now, how much you're posting? You said that you slowed down after VidCon.
Yeah. So I pretty much post. I try to post every day except for Sundays. I kind of just chill on Sundays.
That's good.
Like today, just kind of rest and get off social media. But yeah.
What about you?
Every day, 2 to 3 times a day.
Yeah, he posts way more than I do.
Like that's nuts, bro. I'll give you credit on, well, you and then you give him credit technically, so it trickles. But I watched your YouTube Shorts growth, and then I just started a new segment because I looked at how you did it, and I was like, I need to start posting consistently on YouTube because YouTube.
That's where
you can grow really fast off shorts. Back in the day, videos take a really long, like full format videos, takes a really long time to grow. And so I was seeing his trajectory. I was like, all right, so I'm starting to do minute vlogs. So I'll edit vlogs like 4 or 5 minutes, but in vertical vertical. But then I'll break it into minutes. And I'm going to start just shuffling them out.
So here's what's crazy. This is exactly what I was thinking about recently. So, okay, for the whole time of YouTube, right, it's always been horizontal, right?
Yes.
It's like it started long form, so horizontal. But literally now in the day and age we're in, like people don't care about this. At least I don't. When I watch a YouTube video, even if I watch a long form video, I'll still watch it this way, right? I'll watch it vertical.
That's so funny.
And I'll be like, who cares, right? So now it's like to make long form content, it only has to be a minute long on YouTube. So now I'm gonna make, even if I make a long form vlog, like if you made a 5-minute vlog, still make it vertical. So you can post it on TikTok, Instagram, you can post it on all of them still the same way, and then you don't have to worry about it being too like large screen or whatever like that. So
I wanted to ask you guys, and it's great because you guys are on here, and I feel like no one else can really answer this in Greensboro at least. When it comes to like uploading content to like 8,000 platforms, because there's like so many now,
now
right?
we have Threads.
Now we have Threads too.
All right, so Threads. What all do you guys upload on? So there's YouTube Shorts, which I also do, TikTok, Reels, Threads. Now, do you guys post on Threads?
Now, like I'm testing out Threads. I'll upload on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Facebook, that's right. I forgot about that.
Threads now.
Do y'all do Snapchat too? Snapchat, I do that too.
I post on Snapchat Spotlight.
But you actually get on Spotlight.
Yeah,
you have to have like I don't know how their algorithm works.
It's a very weird algorithm. Snapchat is very different compared to all the other platforms.
Because I'll post it on Spotlight, but it doesn't go on
So
most of the time.
I think it's the same thing as YouTube. It took me a year. I just started getting views. Like I'm now just like after a year of posting on there, the consistently over 10K views is now just hitting a whole year of whole year of getting literally a year of getting 5 views, no views. They're like, oh, yours isn't uploaded. Like it doesn't, like, you know,
yes,
it goes live.
To me.
When you just start, they don't even put you live. Like they won't even let you go live. So it took me a year to now just get to where they're posting me. So
do you guys use this was going to be my question. Do you guys use a social media management app or anything like that? Like any of those platforms that you pay, or do you guys manually upload each single one?
Manual.
That's
everything.
OG as fuck, bro.
Which it's kind of like that. It's kind of like, when you first, like YouTube is the worst one, because YouTube you have to do like, you have to make a title and you have to thumbnail and then put your tags, description.
YouTube is the worst.
YouTube's the worst one, but it's kind of like that once you get into the rhythm of it, because it's really just putting the same stuff every time, right?
Do y'all put hashtags on your YouTube shorts in the description or in the after?
I do both.
I do both.
I just do 3 hashtags. I'll put the hashtags I use is Howieazy Comedy and
So you
shorts.
use 3.
I do like 5 comedy, funny, viral, humorous shorts every time.
And then after that, do you put it in a comment or a description?
Description. I put it in description too.
Yeah.
How much do you put? A lot?
Description, I'd only put 3 on like when you actually upload on YouTube. When it
and then there's tags too.
Yeah, I do tags.
Tags
and
also.
But you guys have like a copy paste.
Yeah,
100%.
I just copy paste.
I think I'm gonna do that.
I just copy paste. Like literally, I'll write a description in the video, short description, and then I'll copy paste. Like I'll be like, my merch is here, my channel is here, follow here, all this, and
that's impressive because I would assume someone that is so like in the top of the game, especially, but well, now you too, you're also in the top, and when you're with the mill, that you guys wouldn't be doing it as manual as you guys are. But the good thing about manual is you can adjust anything particularly. You remember Sierra Bradley? So Sierra, one of my good friends, she does social media and she does travel stuff, but she had this idea, and it, like, some big YouTubers are starting to use it too, and I'm still thinking about it because some of it's paid and some of it's free, but it's you upload it on the management app and it funnels it to all your platforms with one general description on all of them. So I was like thinking about that because it does it for like 5 different platforms, and that could save time. Yeah, but you can't adjust little things.
Yeah, I adjust. That's the reason I wouldn't do it, because I really adjust things differently, and plus, I edit the video differently compared to YouTube Shorts and TikTok. They want you to do like the algorithm now is pushing for longer form content.
Oh, so, really?
There's a new.
I know it's longer, but
it's like a minute now. You get monetized, and they pay more than YouTube now. Like I'm getting paid more on TikTok posting content if it's a minute more. So I'll make a video, and the video will be like a minute and 10 seconds, and then I'll edit it to just a minute on YouTube.
That's fucking nuts,
so
dude.
It's like, depending on the platform, I'm just like, I'm gonna post my longer form content on TikTok. It's their answer to like kind of compete with YouTube and stuff, and with YouTube Shorts. So it's a little more time constraining, but
have y'all got any, like, I mean, we don't have to say names, but like whack ass brand deal offers?
All the time.
You probably get a fuck ton. Last time we talked, this was a while ago, you were at like 100, 200K on YouTube. This is like a while ago.
Like 6 months.
We were just talking about like making your revenue more monetized. Have you been able to do that?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full time. Yeah, I was able to go full time.
Last time you weren't full time.
Yeah. So I've been full time for like 3 months, and it's like, I mean, like I've quit before, and like I'm not gonna have to go back to work. Because now it's like I just know I know how much like the minimum I'm gonna make, and I haven't even done brand deals before. I needed to do them to.
Oh, you haven't done brand deals yet?
I haven't done one in 3 months.
I haven't done a brand deal in a year and a half.
Yeah. So it's like you don't have to, because YouTube pays. YouTube for me is what
I have to.
Pays everything.
Because I'm not at that level yet. Because when I make money off of YouTube, it's like chump change. Versus like when I get a brand deal, I'm like, okay, a couple hundred. Like that's actually nice.
Yeah, brand deals is actually where the majority of your money should come from. But we're fortunate enough to be in a position where we have enough views and support
to be sustainable.
And even stuff like that. I would like to do brand deals so I can invest more. Yeah. But I'm only gonna work with brands that are more higher end and people that
there's crazy money in brand deals.
It is crazy money. Like I won't even I don't want to put his business out there, but there's another content creator that's like that like literally was telling me the other day. He was just like, yeah, I did a brand deal with Arby's, and they paid him like $45K to take a bite of their burger on TikTok. I was just like,
they need that.
They do. No, they do.
With Arby, bro.
They need it. When's the last time you been? I've never been.
I've been like.
They're like, please take our money.
Did y'all hear about that controversy with the I think it was TikTok influencers about Sheen? Did y'all hear about that?
About Sheen?
Yeah. So Sheen is about to go public. This brand, Sheen is essentially a clothing brand that does like fast fashion. So it's like not the most like best what is it called? It's not the best humanitarian wise because like their factories are like fucked in China, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, but they're about to go public, and so they're about to join the stock market, but they need to look good in the eyes of the public. So what they do is they paid a fuck ton of money for like fashion TikTokers or like lifestyle TikTokers to come to their factory and essentially like say that it was like really like
it's awesome. This was the best experience.
And they said all that shit, and literally like they did no research because they probably paid them so much, but they're getting so much shit for it. That's
the creators,
sacrifice. Yeah,
both
creators
the brand and the creators.
Both,
They were just saying like basically they're like this is hard labor, like low key, like all of them were just like not even Shannon was paying them enough, and they paid the TikTokers to like kind of make them look good.
I was wondering, I was like, when I read that article, I was just like, how much money would it take for me to sell out? It has, for me to do some dumb shit like that to ruin my reputation, it has to be preposterous money. Like money that like set me up for the rest of my life to where I don't even need it.
Well, this is where it's crazy, right? What's crazy is in this era we're living in, where it's so easy to gain followers and gain like popularity. Like you can make one video and boom, you're in like, I'm not Charlie D'Amelio, right? Boom. So I think she's great at what she does. Yeah. Right. But 100 million people, she's the probably the fastest followed person in history, right? Yeah. 100 million or something like that. Next to Khaby Lame maybe. But it's like these people everybody's regular people. So if you get that many followers that quick, somebody's like, yo, here's 500K, say this. You're new to money. You're 16 years old. It's like you might be like, yeah, okay, right. But you don't know. You're a kid. These are kids making a ton of money. I just saw, Livy Dunn, the LSU.
Yes.
She's the highest paid female. I don't know if you heard this either. She's the highest paid a female sports person.
Yeah, athlete.
Her biggest brand deal. She said this on the Nelk podcast. She's making over 500K for one brand deal.
Dude, it pays a little
bit. Like literally, they're these brand deals.
So it's like throw a college girl that much money. It's like, I mean,
I also think there's a bell curve of like once you get so famous that if you do something fucky, it still benefits you. Like the Logan Paul incident.
There's no bad publicity.
Yeah, Logan Paul is at the point where if he does some dumb shit like Crypto Zoo and like all that mess,
it's kind of forgotten, right? Brushed
over. No one gives a fuck. It's Logan Paul. Like that shit is so nuts to me. I don't know. It's a weird world. When you guys go to California and do all these like influencer meetings and all that shit, right? Was there any like other influencer that you might have either looked up to or some shit, and you met them, you were like, bro, what?
I mean,
you met RDC World.
I mean,
I was fucking jealous of that.
I'm actually gonna be with him in 2 weeks.
That's so dope. Bro.
They have a convention called DreamCon.
RDC?
Yeah, RDC.
That's
so
sick,
they made their own convention. It's like kind of like their version of like anime, like cosplay.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Comic-Con. RDC World actually set it up in Austin,
That's
Texas.
so cool.
And they gave me a panel.
That's amazing.
Panel, so.
How was it meeting fans? I remember you went on where you had like you legitimately took pictures and met fans and stuff.
Yeah,
like.
it was. I was scared. I was because I was just like, dang.
Me too.
Never had.
We were literally at the movie theater today, right before we came here. Went to the movies, and there's this girl here who like recognized us.
Well,
right?
she recognized Chris first.
She recognized me like a couple weeks ago, like when I went like a month ago or whatever. And then she's like, "Oh, you're the nice kid from your videos." I was like, "Oh yeah." And so
at first, I was like, because she came over, she was like, "Hi." I was like, "Oh, do we know her?"
Yeah, and I noticed it was the same girl. I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" She's like, "Oh, I've seen you too in your videos."
Yeah.
And like Howie literally, he does this thing with his hand where he literally like, I can feel the awkwardness in his hand. He's like, "Bro, what are you talking about?"
I got caught off guard. I was like, I didn't know what to say. I was just like,
And that's a
'cause
further
I'm awkward
proof.
with people too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, but she was really nice, and she was just like, I watch your. I didn't like because people don't know we're roommates.
Yeah, so I told her, I was like,
Yeah,
"We're
yeah.
roommates, by the way." She's like, "Oh wow, really? Oh yeah, cool."
Yeah.
That's another thing. People don't like. Well, if you're an influencer, it might be different. But like normal run of the mill people who they don't do social media, they don't realize like we're just like what you guys are normal.
We're just people, yeah.
Everybody got like the same exact problems.
Like, I have times where like people just follow me through Walmart, and I just feel
That's
it, and I'm just
crazy.
like, and they're just like they'll stop you eventually, like,
Hey,
hey,
can
is
I
it
get a
okay if I give you a handshake? And,
well, even when we were in Wilmington filming, one of the brothers in my fraternity
yeah,
was
I
like,
remember
"Oh
that.
shit, you were on Vine." I was like, "What? How
I was
do you?"
like, the fact that he remembers that far back.
Yeah, well,
I was like, he still recognized me from Vine.
that shit
That's
is
2016.
nuts, bro. I can't even like fathom that. Like I've met like I think one person, but it's like vague stuff, and it's usually in Greensboro.
Yeah,
my
it
contact's
made me
mostly
feel like
there.
it was like I guess older because it was just like he was like, I watched you as a kid, and now here I'm in college. I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah, that is true. We are getting old. How old are you now?
I'm 31.
You're 31. You're
29.
29. That's what I remember. And I'm 25. So I still got a lot to learn from you guys. But so when you started, you were what, 20?
Yeah, I was around
Two?
like
Three?
mid 20s, like, or
You started a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 27, 26. And but you know what's crazy though? Because when we talk about like, like the time frame and everything, what's crazy is like, he's always been like this.
Yes.
Like I've always kind of been like this.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. Here's where it gets interesting. Because everybody's like, "Hey, I want to do social media," and obviously you, who's someone who does it, in my opinion, you're a social media person. Like you're not someone who's trying to do it. To me, you're doing it, right?
Oh, thanks.
Because one of the things is you just got to make content.
Yes.
The fact that you're on your 100th episode. Thank you for inviting us. Seriously,
No, thank you
like
guys
you're
for coming
doing
on.
it, and that's the number one thing. It's like people like they'll see him and they'll say, "Hey, like, how did you do it?" Right? He'll tell you, "Hey, do this, but then they don't do it.
Yeah, it's the grind. And even then, like last time we had our podcast, I was super motivated to do stuff. But what I think the hardest thing is if you're not full time and making so much money into it, you get deterred over time. Where you're like,
that is true. People
you gotta get that. Dude, the moment if I get like some type of recognition or some type of money, like a brand deal, I'm like super motivated again. I'm like, let's go. Then over time, nothing happens. I'm like, slowly losing it. The other day, Zorn went to Zorn works for pesticide company now, and so he was doing pest control, and someone was asking for food recommendations because they just moved to Greensboro or something like that. And Zorn was like, "Oh, actually, my roommate he used to make food videos," and he like told him the name. He pulls it up on his phone, and he had already watched the Greensboro one, and so he had watched one of my videos, and I was just like,
wow, and it makes you feel good, right?
he was one of like the 8,000. I was just like, oh my god, because when you think of numbers and you start comparing, you're like, oh, 8,000, 10,000, that's not much, right? But then that's one of them, and I was like, whoa, that's
it's like
crazy.
if you put 8,000 people in a room,
That's nuts.
it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
But to your point about like getting discouraged when you're not making money. So one thing I want you to talk about is like when you were, because this is what I remember. I remember the very beginning of COVID, right? And I was an essential worker, so I was still working at Honda.
Oh yeah.
Were you working at Outback still?
Yeah, I was working at Outback, but like it was like I was posting on social media, but it was.
Wait, that's crazy. I did not know you were working during that time.
So this is what people don't know. He'd been making videos since Vine. He was working a regular job up until like towards middle 20, late 19 maybe. He was working a regular job at Outback.
Yeah, I was literally, I was making money from social media, but it was just kind of just like play money. It was just like pocket change. It was like, I'm gonna work here at Outback, and then like post a video. I was literally before COVID, I was posting a YouTube video probably once a week, just a minute skit on YouTube.
Longer form.
Yeah, longer form.
Because this is before shorts came out.
Yeah, this was before all the short content stuff. But then,
what changed?
So when COVID hit, first of all, none of us were working, and then it was actually funny because it was like our friend Matt was like talking about how addicted TikTok was. He was just like, I'm addicted to TikTok, everything. And then
still is.
Matt,
So he was early then.
Yeah, Matt
on TikTok.
Matt actually,
It's like 19. It was like
Matt was one of the first people that like out of our friend group that was just always talking about TikTok.
I would
And
never
then,
have guessed
like,
that.
And then Chris like downloaded the app, and I was the last person downloading. I was like, I'm not downloading it. I already had Vine. It's never gonna be Vine. Everything else, like this app is like.
I had that mentality for the longest.
I was just like, I don't want to download it. But then COVID happened. Everybody got bored. People started posting TikToks, and I was like, fine, I'm gonna download the app and make a video.
Yeah.
And then when I posted a video, I had that same like adrenaline hit from Vine.
That's
like,
the best.
I was just like, because I posted a video and then it started getting views. I already had a following from TikTok, maybe about 10,000 followers because it was Musical.ly at first.
I remember that.
Musical.ly a little bit. So
Were you making music stuff though?
Yeah, I was making Musical.ly videos. I did a few. Musical.ly actually. Yeah.
Like dancing with the.
Yeah, kind of like motion. I deleted all that. I deleted all that before I started posting. I didn't want to. I made sure to delete all that before I posted on TikTok. But I had like about 10,000 followers, so I didn't expect anything after I posted. But then people started commenting. I started getting views, and they're like, "The guy from Vine is back," and I was like, they're waiting for me. They want me to post again. So I was like, that. So then I just started posting. And then I got back addicted to posting it short form because it felt like Vine again. And then I would make videos, and then
That's
crazy. It was about a month into Vine. Or TikTok. I went viral for the first time, and then it was a microwave video, and I got 200,000 followers overnight.
God, one
TikTok
video.
Crazy,
One video.
TikTok was crazy back then.
Yeah. So TikTok
TikTok
was. If you went viral back then on TikTok, it's you're gaining because TikTok wasn't competitive. Like
there wasn't enough people on it to where
everybody's on TikTok now. But back then, people were like, TikTok is weird, it's taboo.
Yeah,
we were on it when nobody wanted to be on it.
That's how I feel about I'm not feeling the exact same way, but like I'm thinking about these new platforms like Threads.
Yeah,
Threads
100%.
Literally just came out. You were on it like before me. Like
I felt like I was too late. I was 3 hours too late.
He was literally on it the day it released, like 2 or 3 hours after release, and I was on it 3 or 4 hours after you.
I wish I was 3 hours earlier. I would have been able.
Crazy.
And so, but here's the craziest part, right? So when we think about how these apps work and like longevity, right? So he talked about Vine, but it started before Vine, because I remember when I met you, it was Twitter. His Twitter story, I'll make it super short, but essentially some guy, long story short, was like, hey, you'll never have more followers than me on Twitter.
What?
And he took that personal.
Wait, in person or in
person?
A real life person.
Yeah,
but this is when he had no followers on Twitter.
How many did he have?
He had 70,000.
Lol, fuck you.
No. Actually, he had, because to me, it was like crazy. He had like around, I would say around like 40,000. And to me, that was a crazy number.
It was huge back then. This is 2015, 14,
like,
13,
and
whatever.
I was like, how are you famous? How do you do all this? How do you do that? And he was just like,
you're never.
He was like,
what an
I just tweet this and everything. And he was kind of a roasting Twitter thing. He was like low-key just roasting people and all this.
Yeah, but it's still mean that he would say that you would never get there.
Well, you know how people are. You know how people are. That's the thing. And where is he? Who is? Do we know? We don't talk about it. But who is it? I don't know who it is.
We're actually friends and everything.
All right, cool. Okay. So it's fun. It's playful.
Because now he actually DM'd me 2 months ago.
You don't have to tell me who, but do I know?
I don't even know who it is.
Okay,
I just know the story. Yeah,
you never met him. It was just
that's crazy.
But it's wild because like that's like this is why it's cool to me, because it started on Twitter.
Right.
Boom. Twitter turned into Vine. Followers from Twitter carried over to Vine. Followers from Vine carried over to YouTube, which carried over when Vine shut down. It carried over to TikTok, which carries over to Threads.
Diversify.
So what I'm saying is, it's
Twitter.
not.
I had 70,000 followers,
and then it carried over when he started Vine, and however many he got.
When I did on Vine, they translated to Vine, so I had free followers.
everything's about longevity because
Longevity and diversity.
Whoever the guy is that has 40,000 followers, I don't know what he's doing now, but the thing is, you can have 40,000 today, and if you don't work or don't, expand and elevate, you're gonna stay at 40,000 or you're gonna lose.
Would you guys ever start streaming?
Yeah, that's actually, I'm talking to Kick right now.
I'm gonna vlog.
Somebody
I don't know
stole
if I
my
stream.
username. So
If they do Kick, you can probably swing a deal, like an actual deal.
yeah, I've been talking.
If it's Kick. What'd you say?
Maybe.
It's hard. It's hard.
So
it's
I'm
a whole
not-
nother world.
So
It's a complete different platform.
it's here's the thing. I'm very much so like, listen, if Aiden can do it, I can do it, right? That's how I feel. If one man's got it, I could do it. So it's not the issue that it's like, if I want to do I want to put 5 hours a day into that, 6, 7, 8 hours? Or would I rather like spend my day doing a bunch of fun shit and turn it into like a vlog type thing? I like vlogs more than I like streaming. I do.
I mean, think about it. Like,
But
there are
it
the
just
world
depends.
of like the Nelks and stuff. They never do streaming. None of them do streaming.
Yeah,
Nelks,
and they're making money off
millions.
clothes
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
other ways.
There's a lot of avenues and lanes you can get into here. And I was gonna ask you guys, how do you guys are like, how often do you guys get creativity like Burnout, like with
All the
because you guys
time.
are doing skits and someone like me, I love comedy. I did stand up a little bit, and then like I think of skits all the time. I have like a whole list, but I just don't have the energy to actually like produce it. And then I feel like it's so different from my normal content and stuff like that. Like I can't even imagine what you guys are doing.
No, like I'm literally going through Burnout right now. Like I just that's the cool thing. I just want to like kind of take time back, travel.
Yeah.
I'm doing the DreamCon thing soon, but
Oh yeah.
it's just I also find if I force myself making content during Burnout, the quality is way down. It's just like they know I'm not even trying. They're just like literally.
So I agree with that. Kind of the way, like, okay, when we say Burnout, do I feel uncreative? Yeah, on like certain days. The thing is though, like, I'm gonna make something anyway. Just like, okay, so yes, the video quality is going way down. It's not gonna be as good, and I know that. I already know when I make it. I'm like, all right, but you know what? I'd just rather make it anyway, and then just post it. Because here's the thing: I've made a ton of shitty videos that have gone viral, and I'm like, I thought this was shitty. Cause it's like what is shitty? Cause we just watched a movie just now that I thought was fucking shitty, but it's in the fucking theater. It was Joyride, and we watched it, and I was like, yeah, look it up. To me, it was shitty, but it's in the theater, and like, it's probably gonna make millions of dollars. So who am I to be like?
Interesting.
Who am I to be like? Damn, I'm gonna make a shitty movie, like, or a shitty video when somebody else is gonna fucking love it. I hate Medea movies with a fucking passion, and guess what he is? He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire, and I hate his movies. So who am I to even say to my own content, I hate my own content? I'm just gonna make it, and somebody's gonna. I always get at least one like. I make it, I get one like at least. So it's like, okay,
It's a good mentality to have.
that's
Definitely
it. So
to
I
keep
just, even when I
producing.
burn that, I'll make a bullshit video to me, but somebody out there is like, oh wow, this is different.
Another thing, like the problem with me, if I ever got into the skit format, is that I feel like with that Burnout, for me, I don't have that mental fortitude to be like, oh, if I look at the video and I'm like, this isn't fucking funny to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't fucking want to post this shit.
It sucks.
But
Me.
like, you guys are
Yes.
posting so much where it kind of like weighs it out.
That's the thing.
And
It's
that's
kind of
what
like,
I'm like,
it's like you could go like Drake method, where he like says he takes his time with his music, or you could go like Future and just
post them out.
just make a million songs, and maybe it gets skipped over.
What
or
is
whatever.
it? That's like Russ. But
Yeah, Russ, exactly.
I'll have to think about that. I don't know. I've always thought about dabbling in comedy, but that's because it's easy to grow, or not easy to grow if you can be consistent.
And
it's easy.
I'll say this, like, obviously entertainment's the fastest to grow, but what I like about this, like what you're doing,
long form.
it's like you're gonna build a stronger fan base.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
personal.
you
Over
build
time.
more of
It's
a
personal.
connection with this. Like they get to know you, and they see like you instead of clippets of you. They
True.
don't really know the real you. So
True.
That's why I stopped streaming for a bit, because everybody's used to my character online.
Yeah.
So when I'm streaming, I'm chilling. I just want to chill and play Animal Crossing or something chill. They're like, do the funny face, scream. They're like, why are you so sad? I'm like, I'm just chilling. This is me chilling.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's like-
so funny.
So they
It
get
is
really
different.
confused.
Have you done a podcast before?
You're really the only person I really done a
Wow.
podcast
Thank
with.
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Because I was thinking about that. I was like, we talked about it last time, and we're like, Howie's not really like, people, your followers see you in your short form.
Yeah.
And then now, but I've always seen you in both ways. Well, actually, I met you without even knowing you did social media. both of you guys. Well, you didn't even do it at the time.
Yeah.
We played soccer together, and I was just like, oh, he's a cool dude. Like, never thought anything of it. And then I think when your Twitter, it was Vine, so it was after Twitter, and then I think it was Zoran or Marlon sent your stuff in one of our group messages, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like baffled because I was already at a point where you had so many followers, and I was like, Howie, like that's amazing. That's fucking crazy. He lives like in Greensboro. Like people don't think about that shit because you think of all the influencers being in like LA, New York, which is nuts. How is your guys' times in LA whenever you guys get invited out? Do you guys like LA now?
It's insanity.
Yeah,
it's the party.
You told me
thing.
some of the stuff.
Yeah, the party scene is insane. I mean, you went to the last one most recently, so
how was that?
It was great. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all of those platforms are there, so you get to talk to people directly.
True.
And I know the people from Snapchat, the people that verified me, everybody that are there, so I get to meet them in person again. See them.
Yeah.
They give everybody.
Tell us about the girls you met, man. Yeah, tell us. Give us a story.
But here's the thing I will say about LA. And you're welcome to tell whatever you want. But the thing about the girls in LA that I have, it's very clout driven. That whole format.
It really is. So people kind of talk in a different language there. Kind of. It's just like if you're LA. If you're not an influencer or you're just like not somebody, they're just like, what are you doing here? Like it's wild because.
But here's the crazy part, because we've gone to like I mean, when I say exclusive, I mean
you've told me a little bit.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Like the one we went to last year was like Megan Thee Stallion, Tyga, G-Eazy. So
he went to the Weekends party.
This is he went. I got sick because we went to. It was Coachella, and I don't even know.
Choking on dirt.
Yeah, it was so much dirt there.
I would start choking if I saw Megan Thee Stallion's ass, bro.
I'm talking mansion party, super exclusive. Like we had to
That's nuts.
we had to do things to get in. Let's just put it that way. Like we had to be like agents,
like
secret agents to get in.
Only like Chris, literally there was like security walking back and forth. There was like a video game. He's like, just walk through here. And like Chris was like studying, like it was some kind of video game.
100%, because like when the guards walk back and forth, he's doing this every minute.
Yeah, so he was like, literally, Chris was like, just act like you just came out the party and said, I had to go pee. I'm going back in.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have worked because first of all, he freaked out. He was like, what are you doing here? I was like, oh, I'm peeing. He was like, how did you get inside? I was like, I was inside. He was like, no, you weren't. If you were inside, then you would have been past security. It was 3 checkpoints. You had to go past security.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had to go past the gate, through security, through another security gate.
It's like 3 different levels.
3 different levels of security. So it was just, eventually, it just didn't work. And I got sent to the entrance. And
through the inside, though. Yeah. He got sent to, this is where.
Wait. So how did you guys get past all that?
So essentially imagine there's a parking lot here.
Okay.
And we could go, you go this way to get in, right? Yeah. Normally. We went around the back. There's horses in the back. This is a huge mansion. There's horses around the back. We sneak around to the back. Essentially, we're watching from like the bottom of like a trench, looking up into the mansion. And essentially, we're like, go. He goes up there. The dude's like, yo, get out of here. But instead of bringing him back down the hill this way, he brings him through the house essentially, or like through the through the houseway.
I was past checkpoint 1 because they thought I was already inside.
In the party going
I was
out.
like, but then I was like, I'm here to get my friends. I'm gonna stand in front of the tent, and the address got leaked, so the wristbands
they changed the wristbands.
So
they have
they changed the wristbands. We got in, but because there was nothing left to do, Sheen was actually sponsoring that party, so I had to talk to the spokeslady for Sheen, and I looked her in the eyes, and I was like, I know the address got leaked. I know like the wristbands changed. It's just I have 2 friends here with me. We would really like to be a part of this event. She looked me in the eyes. She was like, you know what? I like you. And
she grabbed the wristbands and let us all in. Yeah.
Bro, what? That's awesome. Success story.
But the crazy part of every LA party is it's worked every single time. Every time we tried to sneak in to a party, it's never not worked.
But how does it
just works every time.
Hear me out. So LA party, right?
Yeah.
How do you even know that it's going on?
You know somebody that knows some. So we have.
I have somebody very well connected
on the inside.
LA.
Yeah.
So I know somebody that knows everything going on, like in LA. He knows he's
see
a
an
celebrity
LA trip in
lawyer.
our future, boys.
No, we gotta get you.
I'm down.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the only thing is, like, I'm nervous that, like, if it comes to the clout thing, I don't have that number.
So remember last year,
Oh, yeah, you did it. You told me a funny story.
I had nothing. I'd act like it. You already know. You gotta, fake it.
I learned a lot from him. So the guy that actually got us the address, he's a celebrity lawyer, so he's connected to everybody inside.
That's awesome.
He literally anything in LA, he knows what's going on. So he was the one that actually set up with that bar. Like for Coachella last year, which was a little bit too late, but he almost set me up with a influencer house in Coachella to get sponsored brand deals.
Oh, wow.
To work like Coachella gives you backstage access to everything. Yeah. And you work with brands inside this influencer house during Coachella weekend to sponsor brands. The only person I knew that was in there, Victoria Justice was in that group.
That's
yeah, they had some
awesome.
Nickelodeon stars and stuff, but he's just very well connected and
he's your
he's like the guy that I go to. So he set us up with his party and stuff. Yeah. And after I got the Sheen bands, we went inside the party, and it was the first party too that I kind of never really. It was just influencers and celebrities because it was like G-Eazy was there.
Yeah. And when you're in this, so here's the thing: you're like talking about the clout thing. Yeah. Once you're in once you get into this, everybody thinks you're famous.
Yeah.
There's no what's your follower count, dude? We killed it there with the girls because we just acted normal.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Let's say you go to get someone's information.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Because they think you might work for somebody. Ooh, you work. Yeah. I'm Howieazy's assistant. Ooh. I don't have followers because I'm his assistant, but I'm well connected.
I'm their token Asian. I'm gonna tell everybody.
Well, you're.
I don't know.
If you're in, they assume it. Yeah.
You can't get denied at that party. They're just like everybody's
free food, free unlimited alcohol, unlimited food. I mean, I'm talking.
But, here's the thing, though. I have a question, which is what you just said. Yeah. When it comes to the unlimited alcohol, you guys have to be careful now. Because you don't want to be fucking stupid.
Nah. We're good. We're smart. Okay. So here's the thing.
I would be cautious.
So this is what I like about him. He's on alcohol, like when he drinks, he's still him.
That's true.
He doesn't do anything where
I feel like we're all kind of like that, though.
Well, okay. I get a little dumb, but I'm very smart.
Define that.
Okay, I'll give an example. So when we went to the YouTube Awards,
what's the dumbest thing you did?
I didn't actually do this.
Chris almost did this. He walked the YouTube Awards, streaming awards. I'm presenting everything.
He's on stage.
No! Chris. Like that was Chris was just like, you know what? I'm about to Kanye this, and he's about to storm on stage.
I mean, that would have been bad.
I was like, oh, my YouTube manager's here and everybody's here. And I was just like, Chris, they know I invited you. I don't want to. Don't deplatform yourself.
Hear me out. Let's say he did that. What would you do?
I probably
see the reason why I didn't do it was because of him. I know. We keep each other balanced. It's balanced.
But let's say Chris went on deep end and did it. What would you do? I'm just curious.
He would do nothing.
What would your speech be? All right, we're getting a live thing right now. He's coming up. You're walking up hammered.
Well, see, I wouldn't ruin his moment. I would have ruined somebody else's moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't have ruined someone else's.
Yeah, it would have been somebody else's moment. I would have hopped on stage.
All right, Charlie D'Amelio is about to get an award.
I probably would have did the dumbest thing ever, which wouldn't have mattered, but I probably would have just shouted myself out. I'm like, yo, follow me at 26 Chris. Follow me at 26 Chris, and then whatever girl I would have saw that I would have known, if whatever, it's some famous chick, I'd be like, oh, you're fucking looking lovely tonight, honey. Super quick, in and out, done.
It was Charlie D'Amelio was down there. Kabi Lanes was there. Tyson Ack.
That's crazy.
Tana Mojo down at the.
The craziest thing we've actually done though, but see, it's always calculated. It's never dumb. Like I never get too drunk where I just do dumb shit. When we went to the Spider-Man movie awards.
Oh,
so it's red carpet event.
I do know about this story, but say it again.
So I mean, it's a red carpet event, and I'm thinking we're gonna be like shaking hands with Tom, and I've never been, and this is a huge movie premiere, right? Jamie Foxx, Tom Holland, Zendaya,
Shaq was there.
Other two Spider-Mans. Everybody's there, right? So, but they had us influencers
in a separate box
behind a barricade on the red carpet, so we could see them, take little quick pics, whatever. But I'm like, I'm not here for this. This is the biggest movie of the decade.
Yeah.
So I'm literally like, listen, you see what's holding us back, Howie? We have a barricade. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go around the barricade, and this is crazy because all the influencers are standing back there, and you can tell we're all thinking the same thing. This isn't what we wanted.
When Chris,
I was like, I'm going.
When Chris, they were like, are you really gonna do
I'm like,
this?
I'm going over
all
there.
of them, and then everybody looks at Chris. and Chris walks in like he belongs there.
I walk in. So you have to have a badge on. I had no badge. I had nothing. So I walk around, and there's always one gatekeeper. That's the thing about all these LA parties and all these things. There's only like 1 or 2 gatekeepers. The dude stands there. He's like, "Where's your credentials? Where's your wristband?" And I'm like, I don't have it. I'm with him. And I just pointed back, like way back there, some random guy. He's like, "Who?" And I'm like, "The dude in the purple right there." He's like, he makes a mad face, and then he's just like, "Okay, go ahead." And so then once I got through, I looked at Howie.
All the influencers like, he did it.
He got through.
Then all of them tried to do it too, but they're awkward. They're like, get back. And then I was
Jesus.
Yeah, and then I was like,
it's the confidence thing.
Literally, my heart was beating.
That's Iraq all day.
My heart was beating. I was like, if Chris could do it, I could do it. So then I went, and then security was like, back in the bed. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like Chris was just over there, like just having a blast, and he's like walking in front of camera guys when Tom Holland's with his family.
Jamie Foxx, and I wish
the birthday.
So I wish we would have got this because I was literally this close to Tom Holland, and like because this is where it was just supposed to be his family, and I'm some black guy next to Tom Holland and his family. I'm like, Tom, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" And then like just kept walking like the biggest night of his life, and he's just like, "Who the fuck is this dude in the family section?"
Yeah, so eventually. I do like I'm just like I'm with him, and then I run, and the security's like fine, and then Chris is over here with Tom Holland's family. Tom Holland's mom is like, "I'm so proud of you, son. I'm so proud." And
Chris is standing here.
Chris is just standing there, right? like Chris actually,
I'm proud of you too.
Like one of the celebrities are taking a shot, and Chris actually walks in front, and he's like,
"Oh, for the pic?
Yeah, for the pic."
That was an accident.
That was just like dang.
Because I feel like when you guys tell me these stories, I'm trying to envision myself in that position, right? And I'm like, I think I'm in the middle. Like I have some confidence, but I don't have Chris level confidence where you like literally just bullshit or like just do whatever. But I'm also like not like I'm like right in the middle.
You know what it is? I'm okay with getting kicked out. That's all it was. Because I wasn't there to watch the movie.
True.
You know what I mean? I was there to like have a dope experience.
Well, here's the thing that the problem with me is like, and I don't know. I mean, I don't care if this sounds embarrassing or whatever, but whenever I meet somebody that I had like looked up to or like someone you have a picture of, right? Beforehand, right? I do get flustered for the first time. The second time I see them is normal. Yeah. Like I was on the TV show with Ken Jeong, and like the first time I met him, very nervous. Like, but then after I talked to him, cool guy.
He's a normal person, right?
It takes time to dwindle, but I always get those nerves. Dude, I met a fucking YouTuber who he's probably the same level as you, but he's a fitness guy. But he's been in the game forever, right? Christian Guzman. I went to his gym in Houston.
I've heard of him.
And I ran into this motherfucker, Christian Guzman. Yeah, and he was the reason I got into fitness. I ran into him not knowing he was going to be there.
Right.
And bro, I made a fucking fool of myself.
I
actually filmed it too, but I never posted it because it was so embarrassing.
Dude, you gotta post that.
Dude, it was like the most embarrassing because I met like some other influencers there during that same trip. I met like Max Shooting, like a couple of... Yeah, this guy.
Okay.
So I met a couple other dudes. He started Alphalete. I don't know if you ever seen that brand, but
that's his brand.
It's his brand.
Yeah.
And so I met a couple other guys, and I was just like, it was normal. I was like, oh hey, what's up, Max? And I was just like, oh, it's really good to meet you. By the way, is it cool if I get a picture with you? Very casual. Mm-hmm. When I ran into the kitchen, I was just trying to go to their like they had a giant like kitchen dining area in his gym, and I was just going in there just to take a picture. And then I see him, and I'm with my ex-girlfriend at the time. I'm like, fuck, like. He's the reason why I started working out. I'm like, he's like, he looks at me and he's like, oh, what's up, man? You want to like take a picture? And I'm like, I wasn't ready for that. So I'm like nervous if I go to LA, that shit's going to happen. I'll be like, hey, I was literally like, hey man, what's up? Like, it's really nice to meet you. By the way, like you're like the start of my, I was sort of like word vomiting. I've never been like that nervous to meet somebody, even over like Ken and like some of the bigger.
Crazy too, that like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like it's kind of just me, my experience. But so the thing was when like it was probably like the first year of VidCon when we went, and I saw all these YouTubers and everything. I was like, I watch this person. I'm freaking out. Everything.
That's gonna be neat.
And I used to be like that too. And then I would say probably after the Streamy Awards, and everything, everybody is just kind of the same to me now. So it's just like
you're at that level though. Mentally.
So when we're walking into like VidCon, like how VidCon works with us influencers, they'll have a hotel just for the influencers.
Wow, that's awesome.
So they like nobody can get in this hotel but influencers. You have to take a shuttle in and out. Like just like everybody, like every invited creators in that hotel. So you're walking around, you're seeing all the YouTubers just chilling and stuff. So it's just like it got to the point where I was like, oh yeah, like
I think that's like the exposure thing. It's like I'm gonna compare it to something completely different. But when you first started doing hitting on girls in college, right? You put yourself in an environment where you have to be uncomfortable and just like talk to these girls. Like you would go out and you're like, oh, I gotta talk to this girl. I gotta talk to her.
For sure.
And it's like the same thing, kind of like if over time, if you're exposed to it, I feel like you get always like kind of used to it.
Yeah.
You're probably at that point now where if you meet somebody, you're kind of like.
Yeah, what's crazy too? It's kind of like that feeling you get like if you met Christian, it's kind of like I want to get to a point where it's like we know each other. That's kind of how I look at it. It's not about being famous. I don't really get, but it's like I want to make sure when I go into a room, 6 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10, it's like okay, we know like even my biggest idol or whoever it is. I don't really have any, but like whoever I look up to, like people I see and I like if I saw Drake, right? I want Drake to give me a nod. We both give each other a nod, like, yeah, what's up? Like, I've seen your stuff and you see my stuff.
The crazy thing is, too, that actually does happen. Like, literally,
for sure.
when I went down there and stuff, it's just like, we start remembering each other. Like, for example, I'm trying to think that Call Me Chris, that girl, stuff, like, I literally were just walking down the hall and like, oh, Chris, how you been? And everything, give each other a hug and just hi and bye.
It's
just
chill.
Like, but then everybody on Snapchat, they see us take a picture, like, freaking out.
It's
oh
the
my
biggest
gosh,
moment, the most viral thing.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Like, they're like,
That's
oh
crazy.
my gosh, please. Like, somebody was like, if you ever see Tana Mojo again, please just FaceTime me and everything. And then
I'm
it's
not like that. That's a little OD. But I get that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's just like walking around this hotel. It's just you see all these creators and stuff, and then like it's
Get
just
used to it.
Yeah, you get really used to it, and then you just.
Other side of things, do you in terms of like, have you guys ever met somebody and it be like not at all what you thought they would be? Like you thought they'd be cool.
You got
but
one.
You don't have to say their name, but
I know.
just like tell me this experience.
Old buddy. I'm not even gonna. I can't even. You know what I'm talking about though. And he's like, "We're gonna go into this party and we're gonna do this." And da-da-da-da. I can't even say his phrase because you'll know who I'm talking about. I say you gotta talk about. Hold on. It's the dude who goes like that. That dude. And he sings it.
Oh. Yeah, he was different. He acted different.
Yeah, no,
he was very different.
You gotta tell that story.
He was just like, yeah. Like,
Y'all need to cut that out.
no, you're good. We didn't say it.
We didn't say it.
He's gonna
no,
tell you the story though.
No, like, it was just like.
Liquid death or anything?
Like,
No, I'm good. Thank you, bro.
no, it was like in his videos, like it was just, oh, this guy, he's really famous and everything. He's really cool and stuff like that. And then like we go to LA party and stuff like that, and I'm just waiting in line. He's just like, I don't even remember. He just was just like, yeah, we're tearing up this place. And he's like, he's drunk. He's like, if you ever get a brand deal, charge him extra, charge him triple.
He's like, yeah, and then don't even do the brand.
Don't even do the brand. Just take the money. Take the money. And everything.
And
they're like, they don't care. Just take all their money. Take all their money.
He's got the nicest personality online.
But he's like
but in real life, like,
take the money, take everything.
That's
like, dude,
funny.
chill, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, speaking of brands, in an ideal world, what brand deal would be like the shit?
Oh, so actually, one of my favorite brand deals I did was with Sony for Venom and stuff.
I did see that video that you posted too.
I do want to do brand deals where it's like I'm trying to get more associated with Marvel and stuff. People are setting that up.
That'd be sick.
I might, depending on the agency I'm with. The Boys for Amazon.
Dude, fuck yeah, I love the Boys.
The agency I'm in, they set up the influencers to go to their red carpet event, to the premiere and stuff. So
wow.
It's just like,
wait, so at what level in your life, or what tier in your following or year or whatever, did you realize you needed an agent, or did they reach out to you?
They reached out to me.
Okay.
We can't even discuss his agent situation right now because it's
okay.
No, like, so what happened?
Or just to get into it. You don't have to say the agency. You don't.
Well, the agency is this band. My first agency that got me all these brand deals. They were it was a TikToker that stole somebody's identity to pretend they were an agency. Hired people that like
make it look legit.
Yeah. And
did they take a lot of your money?
They pocketed everybody's money, and then one of the influencers called it out, and then they went in controversy, and then I talked to the guy, my contact agency. I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "I do not associate with this agency."
So did you get your money?
No. So one of the brands actually reached out to me and was just like, "We heard what happened. It was a Pair of Thieves. Like,
Okay. I know Pair of Thieves, the clothing brand.
They
yeah.
Essentially paid me, even though like
that's nice
and everything. So I was like, dang, good for a Pair of Thieves.
Yeah.
Cam Scanner, they were just like, no, we're paying him. I was like, okay, I'm deleting this video. Yeah. They even
so it's like he did a contract with this company. And it was like a year you were with him, right?
Yeah, I was trapped in for 3 years.
So he had so here's the thing. First rule, everybody, whoever wants to be a creator one day, read the contract. Step one, read it.
Motherfucker, you didn't read the contract?
The world, bro. I was just like, he was so nice to me. I was like, he was so nice. But yeah.
So read the contract, and then
no one ever take advantage of Howie again.
So when it comes to like knowing it was a fake company, there's no way he would have known.
He was a TikTok. He's actually banned on all platforms.
Wow.
You could. The New York Times actually tried to get me to talk.
Yeah.
My lawyer told me they wanted to do an interview, being like, because I was the biggest creator of that agency.
So again. So at what level did you get contacted? Like how many followers did you have until they like reached out to you? Like around?
I would say
agency.
maybe like. I always been reaching out for contracts for agencies for the longest.
Wow, really? But you just decided
since I was actually signed on Vine. I'm still with them. Collab. Wow. So Collab.
I know Collab. I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Collab. They were the first people that I worked with. They were getting Viners onto the. So I still get paid from Vine. Like,
wow, that's amazing. That's ridiculous.
They govern kind of like.
Yeah.
People are going to upload my content stuff. Yeah. Collab kind of makes sure that the money comes back to me. People try to steal content or anything. But Collab, they're like, anytime I'm at a convention or anything, and Collab is there, I'm just like, hey, I'm here. Can I get a pass, a ticket? Like, won the playlist. They gave me a badge.
Do you have an agent?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
No.
Now, my next question is, when did you get a lawyer? For social media.
I didn't even realize I needed a lawyer. It was actually when I went to like.
Because I didn't even think about that shit. Like,
yeah, I got my name trademarked and stuff. There's crazy things.
You have to remember that he also doesn't read his contracts. So he probably get a lawyer sooner than others.
You know what would be funny if he's like, yeah, by the way, his lawyer's not actually real. He's like,
no, what's crazy is there's stuff that happens you won't even think that would happen. Like, for example, I forgot the name of these content creators. They're big TikTokers. They were announcing they're launching merch and everything. They're launching merch. It was a big drop. Everything they announced in a week. After they made that video, one of the followers trademarked their name and said, if you sell this merch, you got to pay me $10,000 if you want your name, or I'm suing you for using this name.
They didn't trademark it. Yeah.
They didn't trademark it, so they didn't drop the merch. They just
fuck them. That's crazy.
They held their name hostage and stuff just
because they bought the trademark.
Yeah,
and stuff. Wow.
Because they like literally didn't have the trademark and stuff. So that was one thing. I was just like, he made sure I had, because he was like, before I drop merch, he made sure I trademarked my name, because there's websites right now that are selling my merch.
I was just about to say, right before you bring this up, let's go ahead and shout out your merch. Where can you find your merch?
Oh, Howieazy.com.
Yeah, just everybody check out his merch. You got a funny ass fucking shirt with your face making a goofy face. I love that shit. I need to get some. I'm gonna get one. That shit's fire. But yeah, so there's a brand already like copying it.
Yeah, like if you look up Howieazy merch, there's fake website. Well, it's a real website.
I have seen YouTuber merch get copied before, but it's just like, how do you prevent that?
It's
like, that's
what my lawyers.
That's so like.
See, look at this. Like, look at this merch. I don't even have it this color. Like, who's selling, like...
Yeah, that's an ugly color.
Like even like those kiosks in the mall, though, when they sell, like, Bugs Bunny shirts. I don't even know how that works. How can they...
I do know that.
This isn't me.
Yeah,
They're selling this.
So, everybody, I'm not going to say the name, but if you don't see Howieazy merch from Howieazy.com, fuck you. Don't buy that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Same price or cheaper?
Cheaper.
What can you do?
There's probably cheaper materials.
They always do that.
Yeah.
But what can you? How do you like? What did your lawyer say that there's a way?
He said he'll just take care of it. He said he's gonna send an email from his agency and say like, we'll take action if you don't take it. He just stuff.
I know what that's called. I know what it is. I forgot what the name is. But with the Bugs Bunny and certain things like that, I could be wrong. I wish I was like Joe Rogan and had someone to research while I'm doing this. But I know there is certain things that are Creative Commons. Like you can, it's not owned by any entity and it is free for anyone to use. And an example of that is Winnie the Pooh. It's a Winnie the Pooh. The contract on the trademark ended at some point, so anyone can use that right. You guys can use it in a video and not get sued, or no fear of getting sued. You guys can be Winnie the Pooh. The Winnie the Pooh horror movie came out, not owned by. They get no residuals. It's completely owned by the market. Like it's like if you go on a Shutter stock photos. Stock photos is anyone can use it as long as the tag is on it. That's kind of like Winnie the Pooh. And so I think Looney Tunes and stuff like that might have that. I could be wrong. Or they just don't give a fuck and they're just like, send it.
You know what's kind of, this might be a little off topic, but there's a content creator that I like. I don't know if you know the content creator that does the Mickey Mouse puppet.
No.
And stuff. Yeah, so he been doing content since Vine back in the day. That's how I actually known him too. He did a collab with one of the people I knew from Vine. He literally, so because he has, there's a couple. So Disney is very protective of.
He gets a lot of views
and stuff like that. So it's just Disney's
bad. Disney, Marvel, that whole branch.
Yeah. So like he made content with that puppet. Disney sent him an email saying, "Hey, we like to talk to you," and he was nervous. Disney
like to talk to you.
Somebody from Disney actually set up a meeting with him, and he was like, "Hey, you're not in trouble or anything. We just wanted to let you know you cannot sell anything related to this, anything. You cannot do this either. Like, we're going to just make this clear, and you cannot sell." Because I was just like, dang. Because I was like, you know how I do the Disney minus stuff? Yeah. I was scared Disney was going to come after me too, because it's like, I'm just making fun of Disney. Do you think they'll ever will? Well, actually, it's funny. Disney actually sent me a limited edition Xbox. Like,
what the fuck? Yeah, wait, because it helped them?
Disney liked it. It was just like, you're just doing
It wasn't that. Your content's pretty like
it's
not too
it's not crazy
raunchy.
And you know what, like
that's true because this content is kind of aggressive.
Like our neighbor
it's
literally
family friendly.
Our neighbor literally took my Xbox. Like, I'm holding this hostage for $9 because it's like a custom Xbox Yoda.
That's so and fucking stuff. Cool.
So
man.
Disney literally hit me up in the email and said,
usually
like,
hate Disney, but
they're
like
Disney. Disney was like basically like, hey, we're doing a sweepstakes for a limited edition Xbox. We want to send you one for you free. You can post about this, or you don't have to. We just want to send you.
Dude, I love when brands do that.
Yeah, so
I love that, no pressure.
And then Chris thought it was a scam. He's like, okay, Chris was like,
you just got scammed the week before.
Like, yo, if you said our fucking address,
Chris was like, I'm just gonna be out the house for 2 days.
Yeah, it's a fan in the box. Like, just, hey, I'm here.
Or they're pissed at the Disney minus shit, and you go missing. I had a brand recently send me some shit for free. It's some hair product shit.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say?
Yeah, it's just
that's
like
dope, bro.
I literally
because Disney's scary. That's a big ass entity. I know of a story. I mean, I don't know the person. But, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and his original helper dude, Jamie, Red Band. Red Band made a video, a big skit, kind of like the skits that you guys make about Pepsi. One of the Pepsi things giving you like mad diarrhea and all this shit, and Pepsi like contacted him and was like, "Yo, if you don't put this shit down, like we're gonna meet you, like legit, like." Because they're such a big entity that they'll fucking murk your ass, bro.
I mean, if you don't think they're gonna hire a hitman like with billions and billions of dollars,
John Wick 5, you about to be featured.
Oh my god, tragically got ran over.
Yo, TikTok influencer went missing.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's why I'm so big on. See, here's the thing: getting like famous and getting rich, it's not so you can drive nice cars or like so you can like. Literally, it's for your own protection. The richer you are, the more you're known, the more you're protected. I literally,
kind of. There's a balance.
Listen, yes. Depends. Do you have to play the game? You don't necessarily. See, here's the thing. I don't think you need to be a puppet, but I think you need to be smart, right? There's people that. And I'm not gonna say too much. All I'm gonna say is this. I think if you're like, okay, if I'm Kim Kardashian, right?
Right. Kim K.
And someone wants to kill me, right?
Right.
It's going to be very hard for them to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
But that's not the level of like security.
Well, that's where we're trying to go. That's where I'm trying to go because it's just for my own protection.
Well, here's a tip that I learned from someone who is like not even. Well, actually, she's pretty big. I shouldn't undermine her. She's probably the biggest food influencer in North Carolina.
Okay.
But she was telling me, she's like, "Yo, never post stories when you're there. Post after."
Oh, 100%.
And
we don't.
I never do.
We don't follow that at all.
I never do that.
I will say this. That might be more of like a girl thing though. For sure, because guys are weird.
I don't give a fuck.
Guys are weird, and
because
if you're a beautiful girl, I'm sure she is. Yeah. If you're a beautiful girl and you're somewhere and you have guy fans that are like, oh my god, she's fine. Oh my god, they pull up to her the Burger King when she's doing her food review, and they're gonna attack her if she's like,
even in what's his name got shot, P&B Rock. Because his
girlfriend
posted.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother. See, rappers have it different too.
True.
If you're a rapper and you're a girl, like if you're just, whatever you call us. I don't know what you call it.
Playing video games.
Yeah. It's like, we could get. Listen, and that's why I'm always. Listen, that's why, like, we're letting you guys know now. Like, I know we have a lot of followers, but we're broke. We have no money. We have nothing. There's that. Like,
I know they still live together.
$10.
They live together.
Yeah, we live in the same little room. We got bunk beds because we can't afford nothing. We're just content creators. So we have no money.
I don't even know what Section 8 is, but that's
we're one level lower than that. Like,
Google the average income in Greensboro.
Yeah. So we have no money. So don't worry about that.
To me, the biggest thing that came with like influencing, even to my level, I don't know what you guys are, and you guys can tell me what you guys enjoy the most out of the world. But to me, it's the experiences. Because I got invited to the, and it wasn't even me. It was Tactical Manager TV. Thank you so much, Filippo. Appreciate you inviting me. But I was helping him vlog, and we got invited to the inaugural like FC Charlotte game, soccer game. Yeah. And we got like media. We got to do everything. We were on the pitch during the game, like 80,000 people. I'm just looking around. I'm like, there's 80,000.
I'm here. Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm on the.
It's crazy too because it gets to the point where it's just like. I'm just like, do I want to go here? Because I like the freedom, but like literally, I don't really watch soccer, so it was like YouTube was like, hey, you want us to fly you out to the World Cup?
What?
I could have been a World Cup, full compensated, and bring a friend. And
well, it's a good thing that you skipped this one. That's the recent one because it was Qatar. But this next one, I'm getting. Motherfucking America, baby.
I was here.
Let's fucking go. I got a homie also from Greensboro, by the way. Actually, I should link y'all up. He went to our high school, and his brother went to our high school.
Who's it?
Mateo is the one that I know, Mateo Busio, and he's my year. He played soccer, but his little brother, Gianluca Busio, Mateo was a freshman. You had just graduated when we were freshmen, but his little brother was a freshman when I was a senior. And his little brother got signed at 14, quit high school, everything, to Kansas City in MLS, so American soccer.
Soccer's crazy like that.
Yeah, but then here's the thing. After 1 year of playing there, or 2 years, he gets signed to Venice, Italy, which is like a top tier. And he's making like $2.3 million a year.
Crazy.
Off of like euros.
Soccer's
like,
wild.
Absurd.
They let him in.
And he plays on the U.S. team, but he's not a starter. Guaranteed. He has to work.
How did he get found at Western? Is my question.
Dude, okay, so it was actually, fun fact, it wasn't even Western that he got founded. He got founded through Scout, through Fusion. But even then, it's like, how? Like, that's so crazy. Fusion is one of the top soccer clubs in this area.
Okay.
But it's just still crazy.
So just word of mouth.
It's still crazy.
It went to the, okay.
It's still nuts. And like his family lives like, I know his mom and shit. Like they all live right across. Well, I'm not gonna say all the distance, but like not far from our high school. That's all I'm gonna say. But like that shit is just so baffling to me. I'm like, people can come from anywhere,
and that's why being known. I think it's like being known or knowing someone is like the most important thing on the planet.
It's the best.
He always talks about connections. He always talks about like we're here on this planet to connect, right? I think that's so, like you gotta connect with people.
I almost feel like. I don't know. It's like I don't want it to mean derogatory or like demeaning by any means, but I feel like sad or like, I don't know the term, but I feel like bad for people who like have that social anxiety that they can't connect because like you're missing out on so much of life. And like, you know, the people who like who have crippling and like you said that you were awkward, but like you've gotten past a lot of that and like you are well above even that.
Yeah, we still got our days. We still got our days, man.
I'll be in the bar. Chris pulls in. Within 2 seconds, he's talking to some like the baddest girl there. I was like, good for you, man. It takes me time. I have to know they like me. That's my thing. Once I see that they like me, I'm like, I'm in. I'm confident as fuck. But if they don't know they like me, I'm like,
yo. But you know what's the craziest part about you? So you're so likable that you gotta just
stop it.
No.
We're gonna start sucking each other's dicks.
No, the people I like hanging out with are people. It's literally people that don't know that they're already likable. Like he's super likable. You're super likable. If y'all just acted like y'all, like you know how you are like around me or whoever, right? Your closest family, you would literally crush.
We gotta
and y'all do crush, but it's like
we gotta go out together more.
Yeah,
I always end up
at the bar last night too. It was just like, dang, I fell in love again. Yeah, it was like, well,
every night. He falls in love every night.
I'll do code name.
Wait, I have a question with that. Do girls ever like, do you ever worry about girls coming for the clout?
All that, well,
it happens. It
happens all the time.
It's low key though. You think it would be? So here's the thing. It's very. Dang, we can't even talk about this either.
Yeah. Thank you for the cake, by the way.
Like literally, I'm gonna give you code name. Remember?
Like, what are you about to say?
You can type it.
Oria.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. If you tell the story, I'll know.
I forgot I have a phone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just type it.
But while he's looking it up,
this person, this.
Can I see a picture? Yeah.
Dude, I need to start going out with you guys because you guys be getting. But the only
okay.
So last night, I'm here having a conversation with this girl, and I keep constantly getting interrupted. They're just like, "Hey, Howie, social media." He's like, "Oh my gosh," and they're like, "Here, take a picture." I'm just here trying to talk with her and everything, and then like literally, we got interrupted about 10 times. We're kind of having like a one-on-one and stuff like that, and she was just being really nice, and I was just like pretty sure like I want to go make out with her, but I was just like it was just like she's a genuine person, everything and all that too. So I could see past that for a lot of people. Some people like it's way more obvious.
Of course.
So like you said, people try to keep it low key, but it was like even I had somebody at the bar the other time lie to be like, "Oh, I have no idea who you are." And everything. Yeah. They literally was just like, because I was like, oh, this is like, what made you come up? Stupid. I was like, do I know you? She's like, no, we never met before.
I hate
everything,
that.
All that. And I was like, oh, you're really cool to come talk to me and everything. So I really thought she was really cool and everything. But then as the night went and everything, she was like, oh, she was like, oh, I know Chris and everything. And it's like, oh, wait, you know us? She was like, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
Yeah, and I was just like, I was like, so you didn't know me the whole time. And she was just like, the whole night, it was just like.
That's a fucking weird, dude. I don't even know what I'd do in that situation. I've had situations where like a girl wouldn't talk to me until they found out my Instagram. Like I've had that. But
I had that.
Bro, you know when that shit happened to me, where I kind of felt like you guys? Europe. Because you know why? Europe, you can't get verified through Meta. Like, not through Meta. You can,
they don't have that yet?
They don't have that yet. But, you know, we can. So I'm verified through Meta. I don't give a fuck. I can say that out loud. I don't give a fuck. But when we went to Europe, and we played this game where Zoran would come up to girls. Like, we'll come up to girls, blah, 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 talk. And Zoran would do this thing. Is like, oh, yeah, like, he's, like, famous. And I'm like, nah, I'll play the humble crowd. I'm like, no, I'm nothing. And then they get my Instagram. They're like, you're verified. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, that's your name.
So it was crazy too because before the verification thing.
Yes, dude, you actually got like.
Yeah, I actually got like a legit verification. So it was people treated it different. People treated it different because people were just like, they were just like, oh my goodness. But now because of the meta
in Europe though, it's still like that. Yeah. Is what I'm saying.
Because they don't know.
They don't know. They don't know about that life. It's only Australia and.
So that's the whole thing about. So here's my whole thing. Like about all. Like I've never like listen. Like verification, even nuts. To me, even followers, right? It only holds so much weight. There is legit. Listen, we're big in Greensboro, right?
Right.
Listen, there's a level of fame out there.
Yeah.
Like, listen, Kim K, Drake. Obviously, they're the biggest in the world. Tom Holland. But it's like, I want to know. I don't really care about it, but I want to know what that's like. Because this is like, okay, this is cool. Okay, if I'm at the bar on a regular Saturday night, and they're like, oh what's your Instagram? It's like, oh, what's your Instagram? Yeah. So, right, I need security.
Yeah.
Do I want that the rest of my life? I mean, I'm okay with it.
How funny would it be, all three of us in, like, Atlanta, we have to get security? Like, that would be so funny.
You know, that's actually a YouTube video I'm going to probably make in the future about hiring fake security just to see how people are differently, like, in this
It's going to be crazy because you're actually going to need real security. So, like, it'll only be a fake video. It'll just be, we're going out today.
I mean, get some of the big boys to do it that y'all know. Yeah.
Literally, it's going to be crazy. I wish I knew you back when, like, when we did the Charlotte mansion party where I got, like, 300, how many
creators? Yeah.
Like 300 creators in that place. YouTube sent a cake and everything. We
Club
helped.
entry.
We only recently started becoming like friends. Me and you. Me and you have been friends for a while.
Yeah.
But then it was the through the podcast, and then I would see you out in the bars and stuff. We hung out. We had one time. This is the deepest convo I had with Howie, and it was at the most like you probably don't even know it, but we were in Wilmington, and it was after we filmed everything. We're at the subway, and this motherfucker just leaves us and starts talking to this girl.
Oh my goodness,
for
she's so beautiful.
Fucking, hour.
I need to get back to Wilmington.
And
Meet up with her.
Me and Howie are just sitting outside the subway because we both went to Wilmington, reminiscing. Howie starts talking about how he started and like all the little things and like how crazy to see the campus was and everything like that. And we just started talking about life. And then we started talking about you because we were both just looking at you talking to this girl, and it was like 30 minutes.
I miss you, baby. I miss you. I'll be home soon.
That shit was so funny. Yeah, we gotta all go out together. We'll have to
real quick.
Go ahead.
So I'm getting serious about this vlog thing. I want you to be in them because you have.
Well, what do you want to do with the vlog?
So all right. So think David Dobrik, right? Think David Dobrik. So it's like
quick.
yeah, of course. And I think I'll make it a minute. I don't even want to make it too long. I'm new, but it's gonna be David Dobrik style, right? Where we mix reality with skits. So have you watched his vlogs a lot?
Yes, early ones.
Okay, so essentially, if you watch his early ones, or if you watch all of them are essentially like he'll be chilling on the couch,
right,
and he'll tell a story, a funny story.
Yes, and then it goes into like skits.
It goes into like he'll have a real moment where it's like, hey, like my mom died, and you think it's real, but then it's like I gotta go. My mom died. We need to go to the hospital right now. David's like, no, stay. Let's make this video. And then they're like, and then he's like, my mom's dying. Like we need to go to the hospital. He's like, listen, I'll give you a shout out if you stay. He's like, all right, my mom can wait. And they it's like a skit, obviously, but it's just fun. It's like shit like that. I love his content. So it's like I feel like you'd be good for the skits because naturally you're already fun. Yeah. Like anytime I've seen you at the bar, you're fun, right? And now it's fun.
So you guys want to do that in like a in a setting like at the bars, the owl, and just
anywhere. It could be anywhere. Like even if we it could anything. We go to the grocery store. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna we can brainstorm. If you ever have any ideas or anything like that, and obviously we'll make magic. Like the one, I don't know if you saw the one I just made with Matt, or it was like the Four Loko.
Yes.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, so like that. Okay,
kind of like that.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
love that one. Which was it's literally like Matt on a normal day.
Yeah.
Which is the funny thing. That's why I commented. I was like, this isn't a skit.
So right. And so what's crazy was it started off as a skit and then it got real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Literally
like it was like the one girl like that
fell asleep in a bathtub.
Yeah, that was
actually,
that was 100% real.
I thought that one was the one fake part.
That was the real part. The parts that were parts that were set up were like the motorboat. I probably asked about 6 girls, like, yo, can my friend motorboat you for this video?
So
like it took me, it took a little bit, but
funny.
his personality, that's him.
Oh,
it came out.
But that's what the Vlog Squad does.
You know what I mean?
They pick each person and they make their personalities, like they heighten them.
They enhance it.
But it is still their personality.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's what it is. It's just live real life and then just make it fun.
David Dobrik.
I love his
David Dobrik.
I love his style. Yeah, he has a great style. No, he's great.
It does, yeah. And does he make like?
He's mainly on Snapchat.
His stuff got too intense. Like it got too.
That's the problem.
There was too much controversy. That's where it gets. So this is where it gets hard.
It starts ramping up.
The reason why I was so good is because it was so real. Obviously there was like some heightened stuff, but there was some real stuff that went on behind the scenes. That's like, oh shit, like that was dark. So and one thing is I want to make sure everybody I put on camera, like I'm gonna get their approval. Like, yo, is this cool if I post this? Like I made sure Matt was cool with like, yo, all this. Like before I posted it. Yeah, he didn't care. Obviously he didn't care. But it's like that. I know that's important. Yeah. Image is important to people. So I want to make sure anybody I put on camera, like a girl gave me permission to make a video, and then the next day she was like, can you take that down? And I deleted it instantly because I'm like, I don't care. Like it's just like
I've done that before.
I get it. And the thing is, like, what she said wasn't crazy. It was more so like a her thing.
But
but I'll still delete it. I'm like, yo, nobody's gonna care. But it's I'm like, nobody's gonna care. But if you care, whatever. I'll
That's
get rid
a genius
of it.
idea. Let me know when you want to start.
Yeah,
I'll
no, because you're definitely someone that
we gotta, dude. The only thing is. The only reason like we need to start going out together more like us because I always end up going with the same squad, but the thing is like I'm busy or whenever I'm in town, I don't know, some of the bars I don't like.
Yeah.
Like you guys like Corner.
Yeah,
I don't like corner
on Tuesdays. And you know what I think it is?
I don't love corner.
You know what it is? I think even more important because here's the thing: like we go out, I'll go anywhere. Listen,
That's true.
I
You
have
do
the
go
type
everywhere.
of.
He does go everywhere.
I have the type of people I like to meet. Generally, like I have my type of girl or type of guys I like to hang out with, whatever. But really, like even when you were doing your hot chip challenge, I'm just like to me. I'm like, we could go out and just come up with dumb ideas like that are hilarious, and like it would be better than meeting.
Dude, it would be
better. It would be better night anyway.
I'm already envisioning the chaos in the David Dobrik skits.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
you gotta get.
We can do some crazy shit that would be hilarious, and we would all
you
benefit
already
from
got
it.
a pretty good cast of people who are willing to do a lot of things. Like Howie's here.
Of course.
I'm willing to do almost anything as long as it's not like fucking.
Yeah. We're not gonna kill ourselves, right?
But same with fucking.
Not until we make a lot of
Matt
money.
might actually be willing to do like that.
He did.
Matt doesn't care.
No, he fell off the roof.
Oh my
The
god!
person, the person that was filming got scared because Matt literally gave up. He was like, he's supposed to like drop down like that and hold on. Matt was like drunk and just was like whatever and just rolled off this thing and like literally the camera was like and just like stopped filming so we didn't catch it. And Matt was like, "Did you get it on camera?" I'm like, "Matt, are you okay?" He's like, "Fuck, it's not on camera." Like he was mad. He was mad we didn't get the footage. I was
That's
like,
a trooper, dude.
Yeah, so
That is how the vlog started, essentially. It's
Yeah.
like a lot of the members that he accumulated based on their personalities and stuff. Like,
just friends that are
and then
fun,
everyone was willing to do that, and then everyone got so much clout off of it that it became more clout.
It's like a whirlwind effect because everybody gets their own channels. Then they had a podcast too. Views, a couple.
Jeff went in his own route. He has his own podcast and YouTube channel, and like everybody kind of does their own thing.
And it's wild. What I think about the most is like I think it was like that story is a perfect storm because all those people were Viners. Yeah. So none of them were really working
That's
anyway.
True.
They didn't really have jobs. They were literally just out every day doing stuff.
Do you film all your like public stuff in the US? Well, you don't do much public. You usually kind of like set up your skits, right? Because you go out and just film like random shit.
Yeah, I like to go outside now.
Do you film everything? You guys both
grass.
film everything just on your phones?
Yeah.
No extra, no mics, no anything.
I have a camera. I just don't use it a lot.
But no mics or anything?
No, not for the videos.
Wow.
No, for the vlogs I might want to, but
That's impressive. I'll show you what I use because I downgraded. But give me one second.
yeah, we're good. But yeah, this vlog about to go crazy. It's gonna blow us up.
Hey, which vlog?
We're gonna do vlogs, and we're gonna blow up. Guys, you heard it here first on Loon's podcast, 100th episode. The vlogs are coming. This dude, listen, he doesn't want to expose himself, but he's literally gonna be the most famous person in the world when he does.
What's your next
personality?
project? Yeah, what's your next project? Do you have anything particular?
Just no. I mean, other than the DreamCon stuff with
That's
RDC World.
sick.
So it's crazy too. Remember when you were talking about like literally like just like media influencer, like, hey, what's up and stuff like that. So that's how I am with like RDC World and stuff. I'll just meet up. Man. Like at the streaming awards, he was there too. He's like, hey, what's up, everything.
We all love RDC in the neighborhood. This is my usual setup for when now I'm doing the minute vlogs. I have this, which is like the tripod.
Yep.
And it has like a little attachment for your phone that you can keep.
Oh wow.
Okay. Attached for your phone, right? And then cloud. And then I hook this up, the Rode, right here, and then I have the attachment for the iPhone. And it automatically.
You're industrial.
So that's it. That's it. Just 2 items.
It's not bad though.
Fast, easy, and you can pack it really fast. So now I've downgraded. Like before, I had the whole fucking vlog and shit. Yeah. And I'm like, now I just do that. It's easier.
Yeah, because the one thing about like even like he's my favorite vlogger. That's why I'm bringing him up, David. But it's like he's so on the go. Like it's just he just hits record and he's filming. Right. Even me using my iPhone. The only reason I thought about a camera is because even me using my phone. One, if I'm doing something on the phone, like let's say I need to make a phone call, I can't film it. Or let's say I need to even pull up my camera real quick. This takes if something's happening right now, I need it to be right now.
You know what you need, right? It's a burner.
Yeah, another phone. Yeah.
I have a burner phone. It's my burner phone.
So it's like have that, and also it's like I want a camera person. That's kind of like really what if I could just have a 24-hour camera person. Don't stop recording ever.
Yeah, get to that level.
We'll figure it out later.
You gotta get to that level where you can hire somebody.
Yeah, that's it.
I have a guy, Garrett. Shout out to Garrett. Garrett Coleman. He's a young fucking kid. He's 20. Well, he might be 21 now, but when we met 20, he was. We met in Orlando, but he's originally from like Miami area, and he's Jake Paul's photographer, like one of Jake Paul's photographers, and a couple of like the models that Jake hangs out with and stuff like that. But he was telling me about like the world of like how Jake found him, and like obviously you want someone young, has a lot of energy,
Yep.
Enthusiasm, and he paid him really well. But granted, Jake's rich as fuck. But like, because he took care of him, now he's doing it like whenever Jake fights, he's out there. He's taking every single fucking picture and shit. It's like crazy to have someone with you following you. Like
That's the goal. Like that's what it is. That's what.
But right now you can use your friends.
Yeah,
We're all
no,
out.
100%.
Like, I'll
Yeah.
record if you. I mean, you record for me, so
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not too pressed about it. Most of my shit I can just record myself though, because it's just like me talking.
It's just here.
It's food and I'm gonna start once I get past the travel. So, because right now I'm doing travel like minute vlogs. I have a bunch lined up. I actually
He opens the door.
Wow.
He wants to. He knows how. He wants to go outside. There's the outdoor cage out there. But but I want to start doing it at like bars and shit. But I just don't know like what's funny for my stuff. And so it's similar to yours. Yours would be even higher because yours is like David style. So it's like really funny, like the whole skit and stuff.
Yeah.
Mine is just gonna be like normal vlogs. Like
Yeah.
Whatever days. So,
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting.
We're gonna make it happen because I think
I'll get you on mine too. It'd be
Yeah,
fun.
I'm down. You already know I'm down.
I
ain't doing
didn't realize that shorts made like revenue on YouTube.
since February. Since February. Well, actually before that they had the.
Because I made a couple cents off of just one.
Yeah,
I was like, nice,
dude. You can pay your bills off of it
yeah,
if you
like,
get there. You're paying.
So ever since shorts was a thing, ever since shorts came out, I always been paid from shorts because before that it was a shorts fund. So
dude, I miss Instagram's little fucking reel.
They have. Did you see the new thing though?
No,
They
what's
have
the new
ads on Insta. I've been getting paid off ads. Not a ton. It's like $50 or something. But
Wait, what? How the fuck do you do that?
they sent me a message. I'll show you after.
It's funny because last time he came on the podcast, he wasn't on the Instagram reel page.
I never have been. Yeah.
Oh, well, now they stopped that.
Yeah. So.
Fucking tragic.
But yeah, so that's the thing. So I got a message about. I don't know, maybe because y'all were in the Reels program, y'all didn't get the message about ads.
Oh, he didn't.
I'm about to check right now, actually.
Wait, where would the message have
I'm going to professional dashboard. Let me see.
been? I love how we're all on.
So
our
right here,
phones
you go to
going.
professional dashboard. I scroll down. Ads on Reels.
Interesting.
At the very bottom.
Professional dashboard.
Yeah, it's right there. When
Professional dashboard. Wait, how
you
did
just
you
hit
get
on
there?
professional dashboard right there,
Oh,
I don't have that.
and then you scroll to ads on Reels.
Dang, are you serious? I didn't.
Do you have that?
Is it under monetization?
Your tools.
Oh, your tools.
More tools.
It's the first one.
Ad tools.
No. See, it's not on there. See, because it's payouts and then ads on Reels.
Dang, so they're not paying me on Instagram?
Yeah, they're not paying me either. I don't have it.
So yeah, so if you click on it, and it just popped up maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, the only tool I have to monetize is bonuses, gifts. Sorry. Interesting. You guys do private Instagram, the little subscription?
I've never heard of it.
What is? You mean like when people subscribe to you?
Yeah, on Instagram, but
Yeah,
but
I
you can
have a
post
few
private
subscribers.
like content for it.
Yeah, I don't really post or anything.
Same.
But
It's like, what would I post on there? That's what I'm thinking. Like,
It makes me feel like OnlyFans.
what would I give you? I don't
Give you
know.
my feet.
I mean, if I can post nudes, I'd do it for you guys. For you guys, we'd do it.
But I'm pretty sure there's a market for that. I'm like almost sure there's gonna be a market for that.
Yeah, no, for
There's
sure.
enough money for anything. Well, what else is going on with your guys' life? We can close out the podcast here in a little bit.
I think that's it, man. We appreciate you. We're gonna. I want to capture this
Thank you,
moment
guys.
because here's the thing. It's what's today. All right, boom. So let's document this. It's July 9th, 2023. Like we're gonna come back a year from now, and let's do this again.
He's
and
gonna be the most famous person.
We'll talk
by
about
then.
exactly. We'll talk about like our progress. How do we feel differently now,
I like that.
today versus a year from
I like
now?
that.
You know, because we already kind of talked about what our goals are, what we plan on doing, all that kind of stuff.
Episode
So
150.
yeah, so boom.
You will have already started the Vlog Squad style stuff.
Hopefully, I'm dating a
It's gonna be
supermodel
called
also
the Black Squad.
Black Squad. Yes,
And then
with an Asian.
well, yeah, plus one. That's why I'm gonna be the token. It's great.
there's
should be a
some
whole
stuff.
skit on me being
There's
the
some
token.
stuff off camera that I'll tell you.
Okay, there should be a fucking skit where it's like the token. Yeah, that'd be funny,
Dude.
Yeah, that'd be
I
funny.
know you're down. We'll figure out some
totally
stuff.
down.
No, we're
And,
definitely gonna do something.
I will hold myself accountable to start continuing posting the minute vlogs consistently because I've only posted 2 in a week, but I need to ramp that up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching out. Thank you for coming on the 100th episode.
100, baby.
Also, yeah, I know, right? Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Thank you for being the first podcast for you. And everyone out there who's listening, what is it, like 1,057 subs? And I forgot how many downloads, like 50 something consistently or 60. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.